Hello friends, hi, welcome. Today I wanted to hop on here and film a makeup look for you that I've just been obsessed with lately. I discovered a makeup artist on IG recently. It's MUA_Mary. I will do it somewhere here. And she posted a look and it's this gorgeous burgundy. I mean, just all her looks are amazing, but this one just caught my eye and I was like, I must recreate, and I must recreate with you guys. So I have my makeup ready and we're going to play around and see if I don't have a lot of the products that she used, but I do have some. So we're going to sort of kind of like play around with what I have and see if we can recreate this look. And yeah, that's it. I just want to play with makeup today. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. What's better than what's a better pick me up than just some makeup, playing with makeup. So if you want to see how this look turns out, keep on watching. And of course, if you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Sasha. I film YouTube videos and make other content on other platforms for fun. This is my hobby. I'm glad you're here. If you like my stuff, please, subscribe, like, comment, all the fun things. And let's get into it. Getting into this. Mary MUA is located in Moscow, Russia, and she does these beautiful looks, and this is one of my favorites. I showed this guys before. I'm gonna post it somewhere. It is such a pretty burgundy brownie look. Obviously I'm not this young, but I'm hoping to kind of recreate this look and see how it looks on me. It's very glowy, it's very beautiful, and I do have some of the products. So if you want to kind of see what she used, you can go on her site. She has the reel and whatever. We're just gonna go and get into it. Now my skin is already moisturized. She uses like a glowy product, so I'm just going to go into my Charlotte Tilbury, it's erased already, everything's gone, I think Hollywood Filter in 4.5, and I'm gonna kind of put it all over, and I'm gonna use it as the glow under and then sort of my primer. And I really like this product. I have it in many different colors. I don't know why I don't use it more often. I have a lot of glowy kind of primers, so we're just gonna go, I'm gonna use my beauty blender, kind of spread that everywhere, right? And it's gonna give me some glow underneath my foundation, because the foundation I'm going to use today is pretty full coverage, and the one I'm going to use is Tom Ford Architecture Soft Matte. So I'm gonna use my beauty blender for everything today, I guess. I did about 3 pumps and we're gonna go straight on top of that. So this look is burgundy, and this makeup artist uses a lot of products that I don't have. Like I don't have the eyeliner that she uses, well, eyeshadow that she uses underneath. Well, you'll see when I get there. But I do have very similar products, and I do have some of the eyeshadow that she has, so I'm gonna use that and we shall see how it turns out. Is it similar? Is it not? I'm going to try my best, but I'm really obsessed with this look. Like all her makeup looks on her page are so beautiful. She does use a lot of high-end products. She uses a lot of Tom Ford, and again, I don't know what it is about this foundation, but for some reason it's just so kind of like patchy sometimes. Like not always, sometimes, but it was very expensive. Like, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see. You just saw me put foundation everywhere here. I don't know why it does it to me. Anyway, I really do like this foundation, and my neck is kind of a different color, but my body is very much tanned. So if I'm wearing something more open, I'm not exposing my décolleté like this lady is over here, because what am I doing today? I'm cleaning, folding laundry, and picking the kids up from school. But I do like this foundation. However, as you could see, it still shows a lot of my imperfections, but I'm okay with that. So concealer, and I'm going to conceal all the fun little spots that I have, and I'm gonna put the concealer where I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. This look is beautiful, don't get me wrong. This model has a perfect face, no blemishes, no sunspots, no nothing. So, you know, I have to work a little bit harder on my coverage, because I do have all the fun things that you get with age and that you didn't use sunscreen for. So if you learn anything from me, ladies and gents, cover that face with sunscreen. Anyway, yeah, so if you go on her page, you will see that she uses a lot of very high-end makeup. And I like that, because I love high-end makeup. I love me some drugstore, don't get me wrong, and I do have a lot that I use, but I do love me some high-end. So I think I've covered sufficiently. And yeah, let's move on to the bronzer. Today I'm going to use two. I'm going to use this Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Contour Duo in Intensity 1, and then I'm going to use a powder bronzer. So I just want to get the nice, beautiful glow that the model has. I recently got my hair done, and I love the look of highlights, but I was also thinking I want to go a little darker, more natural, maybe get rid of the blonde. I don't know. I have a lot of grays, guys. I've gotten them really early on. I think I was 30. I turned 30 when I saw my first gray. So I kind of use highlights to cover those up. But I really want a darker hair lately. I'm watching, not like dark, but darker. So I'm thinking next time I go in, I'm gonna start the process of getting rid of these highlights. What do you think? Start the process of getting rid of the highlights and transitioning into darker hair. Might make me look older, but it's okay. These highlights are a lot of upkeep, to be honest with you. Okay, so this is my cream bronzer, and let's go into the powder. My powder bronzer, I'm also gonna use Tom Ford. I'm like really sticking to the whole high-end makeup today. What is this? Okay, Tom Ford in Gold Dust. And we're just going to, the way she does her bronzers, I like stick to like just this little area right here, but she kind of puts it everywhere. She kind of does it like that. So I'm gonna do it like that. Again, my skin is just so weird lately with the whole patchiness. And like, doesn't matter which foundation I use, doesn't matter which bronzer, which blush, don't matter. That's where it's at. Okay. Bronzer is on, and let's do blush. She uses a Tom Ford blush for this look, the double pen one. I do not have that one, but I do have, it's a burgundy look. I do have Patrick Starr's Oh She's Different, and it is a burgundy. So I'm just going to use the powder side. I'm not going to use the cream side, and I'm gonna use a very, 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 very light hand. Just very, very light. Oh, so pretty. Super, super, super light. Keeping it more on the upper of my face. And I'm also going to use this as one of the shadows that I don't have the palette for, but I'm gonna use this. Okay. For now, face is done. We're just going to kind of let it marinate a little bit. Let's move on to the eyes. For the eyes, she uses this palette and then another palette, but she doesn't say what the palette is, and I don't really know, but she just uses one little shadow from there. This one she uses quite a lot. So first thing she does is she puts this pink color all over the lid. So she goes all over the lid, and let me move you closer. Oh, I always do that. Hello. Hopefully the lighting is good because I'm still messing around with it. That's something that comes naturally to some people, like setups. It does not to me. I kind of YouTube everything, but it sometimes does not work. But I think the lighting is good. So I actually, funny enough, I just filmed recently Tom Ford Get Ready With Me. That should be up already. And I used all Tom Ford makeup and I loved it. So it's just a coincidence that we're doing this now again. So she put this color in the inner corner. And she had a lot, like her skin, the way she does skin, and oh, it's just so beautiful. She's such a talented, like that's just like how I love my makeup to look. I love it juicy. I love it glowy. I'm just gonna put a lot on. Okay. Now, mind you, when you look at the pictures for this particular look on her site, it's obviously going to look different because of the lighting that she uses. I do not know how to do that, so. Okay, the most important part that she talks about is the under eye. She uses a Bobbi Brown maroon shadow. I do not have that shadow stick, so I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury, what is this color? Chameleon in Amber Haze. I'm gonna use this color, and then I'm going to go over that with the shadow that's in what is this called? Tom Ford Eye Color Quad and Rose Exposed. But before I do that, I'm going to go in, and she used a pink color from another palette. It was more of a dusty pink. I could probably go and try to find one, but I don't want to. I'm gonna use this one, and I'm just gonna use a very, 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 very light hand, and I'm gonna go in and go over that. Funny enough, on the pictures, her shadow looks kind of, it looks brown, so. All right, we go in with that, and let's move on to the bottom lash. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this little mirror in here. She uses like a really heavy under the eye. This is very bronzy, but I will be covering it up with a maroon color. So she goes heavily under, and we will blend this out too. So it's a little bit more smoky. So this is what it looks like now. And let me get a different brush. I'm gonna blend this out first. Blend it out first. And then we will cover it with this maroon color, burgundy. Okay, and then we gotta blend, blend, blend. You know how we do, we blend, blend, blend. So I'm just gonna use another brush to blend it all out. We're actually not done with the upper lid quite yet. This palette is so pretty, guys. I highly recommend it. If I think it's still available. I'm pretty sure it's still available. I want to put a little more of this color in the inner corner. When she did her look, she obviously added it, and it was like a 5-second look, but you can tell it takes a little time. Okay, upper lid. We're not done. So she used one of those palettes from which she got the Dusty Rose pink color. She used the topper from there. I have two toppers that I thought were very similar to that. And one is from this palette, Pretty Baby, which no longer exists. It is very purple-ish. And another one that you still can get is Space Cowboy from Urban Decay, and I think they're kind of different, but I think I want to mix the two. Actually, I also have this pink one called Wild Dipper Rides Again. Ooh, choices, choices. I'm gonna put a little bit of the Pretty Baby on. A little bit. And then to sort of mute the purple, I'm going to put Space Cowboy on. Ooh. Give it a little more glitter. And it heart band on me, which I hate when shadows do that. But they do that. Beautiful. Okay, and then last but not least, what she does is she puts a little bit of like an eyeliner that she kind of smokes out. So I have, where is it? I have this brown eyeliner, and I'm gonna move you guys back a little bit. I have this brown eyeliner, which I'm going to actually, and she kind of does a little baby wing, and then she smokes it out with that maroon color from the Rose palette. So her look is way nicer than mine, but you know, the lighting really does play a major role in things. So before this sets, let's do this. let's kind of, I can't talk while I do that. Smudge it out. She said she wanted to do like a smoky liner. So let's smudge it out. Okay, let's do the other side. Hopefully it works out. I have, as you guys all know, a very hooded eye. I'm thinking about getting a blepharoplasty. What do you guys think? Like, my hooded eyes are getting on my last nerve. And I know you're supposed to accept yourself the way that you are and blah, blah, blah. Listen, I don't care who you are and what kind of, you know, self-esteem you have. There's always something that you want to change about yourself. I've met some confident ladies. Everybody wants something that they want changed. So this is one thing that really, really bothers me. And, you know, I don't want to just show up here one day and have like open eyes. Just so you know, it's here. Okay. So the eyes are done. Let me go off camera, put on some brows and mascara, and we'll come back to the face. Eyebrows and lashes are on. She uses falsies in her picture, in her look. I'm not going to do that. You guys know I'm not a fan of falsies. So finishing touches, we're going to do the highlighter. So highlighter, she uses a liquid, not a liquid, a cream highlighter. So I believe she uses a Chanel one like this. I want to try this one, but if I'm not gonna get the effect that I want, I'm going to use a different one. So let's go ahead. Her face is just glowing. I'm going to start with my finger. Oh, look at that. So this one is so pretty. I don't know why I don't use it more often. But very, very pretty. I also want to put something over top of this one. And I'm gonna show you. So I don't know if I said this is the Chanel, I cannot see, mermaid something, mermaid glow. I think it was an LE one, but they make these all the time and there's a lot of them on the market. I have two. I have this one and a pink one, so do with that what you will, guys. I think I need to move you. Oh, yes. Okay. Glow Glow. I want to try and put a little bit of this Refi gloss highlighter in Topaz, and I'm going to put some on my hand. It's this beautiful glowy. I really like this highlighter. It's gorgeous. So I'm just going to put that over top. Look at that. Okay. Yes. Yes, queen, yes. All right, a little bit on my nose, on the lips. Okay, for lips, she uses a Russian brand lip liner. I don't even know what it is. And a Tom Ford lip gloss. I'm going to use something very similar color-wise to that, but it's MAC in Whirl, MAC in Angel, and then this fancy gloss in Fussy. So I cannot talk while I do that. Bolts. Let's get it. And it's like a very pinky, mauvey look that we're gonna get. All right. I have to even out this side because this side kind of goes in. My face is so asymmetric, it's insane. Like one eye closes more than the other, one eye is more hooded, blah, 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 blah. Nobody's perfect. Our perfection is our imperfection, right? Angel. It's a little bit more pink than her look, but it's the closest that I can get to it. And then if we put Fussy on top of that, that is it, my friends. This is the finished look. Now, I wish I could kind of take this picture of this look in the same kind of lighting that she did. She even goes into explain in the picture and the description of the picture that she used this lighting and that lighting. So I'm gonna try for the thumbnail, I'm gonna try to put different types of lighting on. We'll see how that works out. But this is the finished look and I really, really, really like it. My hair is doing its own thing. I think it came out beautiful. The eye is mauvey and bronzy at the same time, just the right amount of glitter. It's a beautiful, beautiful evening look, I think. I mean, if you want to wear it to the grocery stores, you can. I'm not judging, but I really, really like this look. I really like the way it came out. Do you guys like it? Let me know in the comments. And thank you for joining me today. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.